The animal of the day, April 4th, is the Atlantic horseshoe crab, or the binomial name Limulus polyphemus. Type: horseshoe crab. Diet class: omnivore. Average lifespan: 20 to 40 years. Length: around 24 inches or 61 centimeters including tail. Width: around 12 inches or 30.5 centimeters. Weight: 3 to 9 pounds or 1.4 to 4.1 kilograms. Population status currently the 4th of April 2025. Vulnerable. Population estimate: unknown. Native lands: the Western Atlantic Ocean. Primary habitat: shallow coastal waters on muddy or sandy bottoms. Main predators: sandbar sharks, nurse sharks, skates, stingrays, bass, bluefish, gulls, herons, otters, and raccoons. Diel activity: nocturnal. Species age: at most 20 million years old. Collective noun: a congregation or a cluster. Notes: the Atlantic horseshoe crab, also known as the American horseshoe crab, is a species of horseshoe crab, a type of marine and brackish chelicerate arthropod found in the Gulf of Mexico and along the Atlantic coast of North America. The Atlantic horseshoe crab has three main parts to its body: the head region or the prosoma, the abdominal region or the opisthosoma, and the spine-like tail or the telson. The Atlantic horseshoe crab's smooth shell or carapace is shaped like a horseshoe and possesses a greenish-gray to dark brown color. There are geographic differences in the size of the Atlantic horseshoe crab in a north-south cline, with central animals between Georgia and Cape Cod being the largest, and north of Cape Cod and south of Georgia, individuals gradually decrease in size. Like other horseshoe crabs, the Atlantic horseshoe crab is able to regrow lost limbs similar to many other arthropods. A wide variety of organisms become attached to the carapace of the Atlantic horseshoe crab, including algae, flatworms, mollusks, barnacles, and bryozoans, and they have been described as walking museums due to the large number of organisms that they support. Both the brain and the heart of the Atlantic horseshoe crab are located in the prosoma. On the underside of the prosoma there are 6 pairs of appendages, with the first being small pincers, or chelicerae, used to pass food into the mouth, located in the middle of the underside of the cephalothorax, and although most arthropods have mandibles, horseshoe crabs are jawless. The second pair of appendages of the Atlantic horseshoe crab are the pedipalps for locomotion that are tipped with claspers in males. The remaining 4 pairs of appendages of the Atlantic horseshoe crab are the pusher legs, also used for locomotion, and the first 4 pairs have claws, while the last pair has a leaf-like structure used for pushing. The opisthosoma of the Atlantic horseshoe crab also bears 6 pairs of appendages, with the first pair housing the genital pores, while the rest are modified into flattened plates known as book gills that allows it to breathe underwater, as well as allowing them to breathe on land for a short period of time. Among other senses, the Atlantic horseshoe crab has a small chemoreceptor organ that senses smell on the triangular area formed by the exoskeleton beneath the body near the ventral eyes. The Atlantic horseshoe crab possesses a large compound eye with monochromatic vision that is found on each side of the prosoma, along with 5 simple eyes on the carapace and 2 other simple eyes on the ventral side just in front of the mouth, giving a total of 9 eyes. The Atlantic horseshoe crab also bears a series of light-sensing organs along the length of its telson. Each compound eye of the Atlantic horseshoe crab is composed of about 1,000 receptors called ommatidia, complex structures consisting of upwards of 300 cells. The Atlantic horseshoe crab is the only extant species of horseshoe crab native to the Americas, with the other living species being restricted to Asia. The Atlantic horseshoe crab feeds on mollusks, annelid worms, other benthic invertebrates, and bits of fish, and since it lacks jaws, it grinds up the food with bristles on its legs and a gizzard that contains sand and gravel. Spawning tends to occur in the intertidal zone and correlates with spring tides, in which female Atlantic horseshoe crabs have an egg quantity that is dependent on the body size of the female, but typically ranges from 15,000 to 64,000 eggs per female. Horseshoe crabs as a group are referred to as living fossils, having had little to no change in the last 445 million years, with forms similar to modern species being present during the Triassic period to 130 million years ago, and similar species being present in the Devonian period for 100 million years ago. However, horseshoe crab preservation in the fossil record is extremely rare, and the Atlantic horseshoe crab itself has no fossil record at all, and until recently it was thought that the Limulus genus dated back only 20 million years because of this fact. Every day is a new animal, so subscribe for more.